Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is GK. I'm living the hobby high life. I hope you're doing the same. Today, I kind of wanted to talk with you guys about a card that we've seen some pretty interesting developments over the past month or so. We've had a lot of success with this 2013 Tom Brady Select #1. We've picked up quite a few of these, and we've been able to pick them up at a decent price point. We started buying these at the beginning to the mid-July. And around that time, anywhere from $3 to $7 for this card. Now, one of the things that's kind of interesting, and let me kind of roll this back a little bit and zoom in. There we have our listings. So we were buying this Tom Brady at, like I said, about $3 to $8, sometimes before and sometimes after shipping. And today, around August 9th, that thing is selling at $26 plus the $3.50 shipping. You know, that's $30 out of the door before taxes. Here's another example. Now, this is the silver. Here's another one at $29.99. Here is a PSA 9 that went for $76. Now, we did get in on that auction. And I had the high bid with like 9 minutes left at like $36. And I had noticed that the pop report on this PSA 9 was 5. So essentially it was a 1 in 5. It was $31, $32. You can see the price point of the raw cards all around $30 itself. That's no good. Hey man, in 9 minutes, that thing shot up. It ended up selling at $76. For the PSA 9. So that's indicative of, hey, the value of a PSA 9 and also the potential that this card could have after grading. So you see it in there all around $27.99, around $30. This listing right here, this SGC 8.5, let me kind of back up and zoom out a little bit. You know, that 8.5, I bought it at $18.50. When I seen what the raw cards were selling for, I knew I wanted to get a Tom Brady slab. I wasn't concerned about the grade or the company. I just wanted the slab. I just wanted the card slab. I'll put this away in my PC and keep it because this is kind of an iconic card. You've got Tom Brady, arguably one of the greatest players of all time. In Select 2013, which was their first year, their reintroduction. I remember Select from back in the day, and it's numbered 1, right? It's not a prism. It's just a simple, clean base card of an iconic set, Select of an iconic player, Tom Brady. I wanted it slabbed. Also, I was enjoying the movement of buying low and being able to sell fairly high on these things. So you can already see that, you know, in that week or so, that in that week or so, around the time between this one sold and these others sold, you can see the price movement. Now, if I scroll way down here, you'll see that, there at the end of July, it's going for roughly $3, $3.25, $11. Here's a PSA 10 that went for $134 a month ago, you know. And if you look at the PSA 9 price, man, you know, that's pretty crazy. I'm curious what a 10 would do nowadays. So then we started looking at what's listed out there right now. Like if you put a card like this up, what would your competition be? And there it is. Like there's $17.99 plus for shipping, $22, $29 plus shipping over $30. Here's some 99-cent bids at $3.95 shipping. So we're not the only ones that are seeing this trend. Here's one that there's a $20 bid, you know, which is tough because these angled photos, man, if you'll notice this one in the team bag, if you look at that centering on there, that's pretty bad. But if you put it at the right angle for a photo, you may not catch that. Now, if I compare those two raw cards and just a simple rough comparison, if you look at the centering on there, neither one of them are that great, but this one up here is definitely worse. So when a photo's like that, man, you've got to be wary as a buyer, because that's one of the things that an angled photo like that can hide from you. There's 3099, 225, 2050. There's a lot of them for $12. Curious to see what that'll end up at. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of what we were looking at and what we were working with. And so since we got these in, now I won't sell the graded guy, but I'll definitely put these two back up on the market. That's kind of what it was all about. And I wanted to go real quick and show you guys how we're going to do that. So we had talked about having these multi-variation listings, and we have that photo there. So that's our listing. I'm going to go to edit real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in this off-centered one. Our price point on there was $13.47, I believe. So if now we're in the revise your listing screen. So what I can do is I can come down here, and what I will do in the condition description is I'm going to write 2013 select Tom Brady off center and then I usually put a note like this: seller cannot guarantee third party grading results. So I put this disclaimer in there. This thing is clearly off center. I'm not going to charge full price for it. That doesn't work. And so what I've done is I've added a note to the description. That way, somebody, if they wanted to complain, I'd at least be able to fall back on that. I let them know I was transparent. So I go to the edit screen, and if I wanted to edit the players, I would click this button right there, and I could add names, drop names. But if you check it out, there's the photo. And what I'll have to do is I'll have to go in and I'll have to photograph this and add it to the listing. It may sell before then. I don't know. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down, and this will give you kind of an idea of what the multi-variation listing looks like. I'm going to go down. I'm going to find that Tom Brady. And in the quantity, I'm just going to press 1. I've had it at 1347. I think I'm going to bump it to 15.36. I like to use random numbers on there. 1532. Let's go with that one. 1532. I like to use random numbers on there. They seem to do all right. So then I'll go over here to save and close. And then I'll just keep scrolling down to update listing. And it should, yep, there it is, good to go. So that's how easy it was just to update the listing. What I'll do with this particular card, I'll make an individual listing, and I'll put it up at probably a comparable price of $30, cut and dried, cut and dried $30 out the door. So we just wanted to kind of take a few minutes today and kind of explain to you our thought process behind this card, and also kind of use it as an example. If you're out there and a seller, and if you're kind of like us, man, I'm not able to go out there and buy a Giannis or a Zion or a Jaw or Mahomes. Some of those cards right now are beyond my price point, but I can take a card like this and buy in at a low price and enjoy pretty substantial short-term growth. So there's cards out there that are like that. You don't hear a lot about them. And that's one of the reasons why we wanted to share with you today this information on this card. There's more of these out there, not just the Tom Brady, but there's all kinds of examples like this happening in the hobby day after day with as strong as the market is right now. So we just wanted to share the recommendation with you. Hopefully it was some good info. Hopefully you can use that info in your collecting journey and keep living that hobby high life. Until next time, that's what we're going to do. You keep doing the same, and we'll see you again soon.